In the late 1960s, General Motors conducted an exceptionally intensive research and development program, producing daring prototypes designated with the XP prefix. These models were not designed for mass production, but rather as technological laboratories, allowing the company to test new design solutions, materials, and styling directions. One of the most enigmatic experiments was the 1969 XP-511, a design less well-known than the Firebirds or XP-882, but equally crucial to understanding the evolution of American supercar concepts at the end of the decade. The XP-511 was conceived as GM's response to changing market expectations and growing competition from Europe. At a time when the Lamborghini Miura and Ferrari 365 GTB4 were setting new standards for performance and style, American designers wanted to demonstrate that they could also create a low, lightweight, and very fast sports car. The XP-511 was intended to be a milestone in the mid-engine concept, which was beginning to fascinate engineers on both sides of the Atlantic. The prototype served as a platform for analyzing the drivetrain and vehicle behavior at high speeds. The XP-511's most distinctive feature was its bold, wedge-shaped silhouette, distinguished by its low, wide lines and sharp edges, reflecting the futuristic trend of GM designs at the time. The bodywork featured an aggressive form, designed to minimize drag. The sidelines ran almost parallel to the ground, and the front of the vehicle formed a distinct intersection, further emphasizing the concept's character. The XP-511's styling, to some extent, foreshadowed the aesthetics of later, more refined GM prototypes from the 1970s. The XP-511's interior was designed in the spirit of modern ergonomics and minimalism. The cabin was low and cramped, yet driver-focused, emphasizing the vehicle's sporty character. The dashboard featured futuristic, compact instruments designed to evoke an airplane cockpit, a design often used in GM designs at the time. Extensive glazing was incorporated to improve visibility at high speeds. The interior design itself served as a testing ground for future solutions used in the company's sporty models. The biggest mystery surrounding the XP-511 project remained its potential powertrain. Although GM prepared documentation for several variants, including a large-capacity V8 with lightweight aluminum cylinder heads, the prototype was never completed as a fully operational vehicle. The primary focus of the project was on component packaging analysis and aerodynamics. As such, the car functioned more as an advanced engineering mock-up than a fully fledged road-going prototype. Nevertheless, the XP-511 allowed GM to develop a number of design concepts that were later incorporated into other projects. At the time, General Motors was simultaneously developing several mid-engine concepts, such as the XP-817 and XP-882, prototypes considered spiritual predecessors to the rear-engined Corvette. The XP-511 represented one of these transitional stages, examining aspects such as weight distribution, structural stiffness, and the performance of a very low-profile body. Its design was particularly valuable to engineers, as it allowed for comparison of various engine and transmission layouts before deciding on the direction of future GM sports cars. Despite its innovative nature, the XP-511 was never publicly unveiled in the same spectacular fashion as other GM prototypes. The project was treated internally as research material, and thus received no extensive photographic or media documentation. Paradoxically, Its very secrecy has made it a curiosity for collectors and XP design history enthusiasts. In a world where most experimental prototypes are well documented, the XP-511 remains one of the most enigmatic. Although the XP-511 was never completed as a full-fledged car, its role in General Motors history remains significant. It was one of the designs that paved the way for later, more advanced mid-engine designs. Its styling, structural layout, and aerodynamic analysis informed the development of subsequent prototypes and influenced GM's thinking throughout the 1970s. The XP-511 is an example of a vehicle that never saw wide public release, yet it remains a significant step in the evolution of American supercars.